Okay, guys, how are you?
Sick.
We're here with Flooded. Actually, if you could go around, we'll start with you because I know you pretty well.
Okay.
You conned my band into giving away CDs all night. No, if you can introduce yourselves individually.
Okay, my name's Jake. I play guitar and sing for Flooded.
My name's Evan. I also play guitar but do not sing for Flooded.
I'm Natalie. I play the synth.
I am Matt, and I play bass.
I'm Yash. I play drums.
How long have you guys been together?
This lineup has been together for, I'm trying to think, it was like last fall when we came together.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we changed up members a lot, but it's been this way for like the longest amount of time.
Who are like sort of the core members?
I'd say like I started Flooded, but like Evan's kind of been there with me like the whole time.
So how do you find this iteration? How do you find all these?
I knew Matt for a couple years, and then I knew Yashu because I played shows with his other band. And then Nat's my sister, so
cool.
She's right there. Yeah,
Maybe we should have led with that, man. Cool.
No, but yeah, and Evan and I have just been friends for a couple years, so it's just like it was a really like natural kind of coming together.
You just led to like 12 more questions. So what's it like being in a band with your sister? I would hate it.
It's pretty cool, honestly. No, we get along like super well, which is cool.
What does she have to say about that?
I don't know. I like it. I love it. I've always wanted to be in a band, and I love Jake, so it's just really cool for me.
Is this the first band you've been in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And you do synth. You play synth.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever think you would be in a band together one day?
I mean, like we always just kind of like played music together at home growing up and stuff like that. But I think I was like the first one to kind of just go out and like start my own bands, and I've been doing that since I was like 15. But yeah, this is the first time she's ever been in a band. But
That's
I always
cool.
wanted it to happen. It just never quite lined up right.
Yeah.
But now it finally lined up.
You
Right.
never fight, man? I fight with my sister a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Like, yeah, no, we get along super well.
Cool. That's good. So I always want to ask this question. I always forget to ask it. So I want to blame that on the producers. Thank you, Jordan. What was the name of the song we just heard?
It's called Sandy.
Sandy. And can you tell us a little bit about what went into that when you guys wrote it?
Yeah. So like how Flooded works and how Flooded kind of started was like with the first record, I just kind of like wrote everything and recorded most of it myself. But yeah, for this new stuff, we just kind of been working it together as a group. So like I'll bring like a couple riffs to practice and then kind of just jam on it and then come up, or like I'll have a little idea because I heard something and I was like, oh yeah, do that again,
Yeah.
But yeah, Sandy came together kind of just like that,
Cool. Now your first record, does that have like a red packaging or something?
Possibly. Well, now see, for the physicals, we always like hand make them.
Okay, it
So,
does
like,
look handmade.
Yeah. No,
okay.
they like each cover varies. Like no two are the same,
Okay.
and that's just kind of until we can scrounge together enough to make some real CDs. But also, I think people kind of dig the handmade thing, so we've been sticking with that for a bit.
Now you are in other projects, or you have been in other projects at least. Are there any other projects you're in currently?
Yeah, I just joined Rhine, the band out of Frederick.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been practicing for a little bit, and
That's cool.
Evan and I are also in Gorfo, which is like a kind of a
right.
shoegaze noise band out of like Sharpsburg, Maryland.
Cool.
Yeah, and Matt's in another band called Elephant Steps.
Okay.
Yashu's in a slew of other bands too, just like me. Yeah.
We're not going to name them. I think people get mad because I think half my other band members don't know how many bands I'm in, even though I talk about it. They're just like, oh, he said there's 5 other bands? That's a joke. Sorry, guys, if you're listening.
They're all listening. They're all watching. You're out of half the bands you were in now. That's the problem.
My schedule just got freed up. Sick.
That's great. More shows, right?
So you guys, what's your plan for the summer? This will be out this month, right? I believe. I'm looking at you
I
guys.
think we got a little weekender coming up.
Yeah, in May
Okay.
we're hitting like Slash Run DC.
Cool.
And then we have like 2 other days planned. We're just trying to like put together the dates. But yeah, no, we got tons of shows booked.
When do you guys think you'll record?
Well, right now, like that's like the most finished new song. I'm still putting lyrics to that. It's just like we feel like it works instrumentally or like with lyrics,
Yeah.
but like didn't want to rush the lyrical process because that's always like the hardest part for me is just like getting the melody and the lyrics down. So I just wanted to really make sure. But right now we have about 4 songs roughly
Okay.
that we're working on. We're trying to do like maybe like 7 or 8 songs for release. So we're just kind of gonna work through the summer, like during our shows and stuff, and try to get that all put together. Cause like we're having new ideas all the time, which is cool. But I'd say probably like late summer we might record, or like early fall by then. Probably.
It's hard to be in bands these days, man. I'm wondering where you guys come from and where everything is. how is the scene? You know, I know that you associate a lot with Frederick. We just kind of joked a little bit about, I know a little bit about where you guys are from, and we've played there before, but you know, how is it up there? How is it compared to Frederick? What do you guys think is sort of the Maryland, DC, Baltimore music
Oh, we
scene?
love it. That's like always where I've been the closest to. Like in my other bands, like I've always like really felt at home in Frederick, and
It looked like he wanted to
It's
say
much
this.
more fruitful than
Yeah.
like most places in PA besides like Philly or Pittsburgh. It's way more like
it's just more accessible too. It's so
Yeah.
close to us. Like it's only like 45 minutes to an hour where we live, and like there's not really a scene in our town, but like it's cool because we can like kind of live cheaply, but also just travel to all the shows that we got to go to. You know.
Do you guys, and this can go to everybody, any sort of local bands that you guys have played with that people should check out, they don't know about currently?
You should go check out Gloop.
Gloop, okay.
About to drop a record soon.
Always
It's gonna
love
be really
Gloop.
good.
there's a band from the Poconos called Ruckzuck that are really good.
How do you spell that?
RUCKZUCK.
Okay.
But it's one word.
Ruckzuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like space rock.
Okay. Space
Jim
Rock.
Shorts is always really good too.
Jim
They're
Shorts,
putting out a record soon.
Yeah,
Love
definitely.
Jim Shorts.
Not
Love
from
them.
Frederick, but Bested. They're from Baltimore.
Bested. And they have, I think Max is
Yeah,
in
Max.
that, and he's
Yeah.
in Gloop, yeah.
Yeah, Max is
He's a
also
good
in a
guy.
lot
Yeah,
of
shout out
bands,
to
yeah.
Max. He's great.
He might be in as many bands as I am in. He's like close.
Honestly, yeah.
How about you? Any suggestions from you guys?
Yeah, there are these really great guys over in Nova called Ruse de Guerre. They changed it a lot, but actually my twin brother plays for that band, so I kind it's like the contractually obligated sort of shout out every time I do one of these. But yeah, they're like a cool sort of like desert rock sort of thing. But
me
yeah,
some
they're
desert rock.
sick. They're from like Northern Virginia.
Cool.
Yeah, Ruse de Guerre.
Anybody
Check
else?
out my friend Ghost Voice. He's in Elephant Steps with me, but he's always working on stuff, and just like his like work schedule is insane, and like always coming out with stuff.
You're the last one.
I have no comment.
I always want to give people a chance to say how people can check you out as well. Do you have a Facebook? Do you have an Instagram?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we're on Facebook, Instagram. We also have a Twitter, which has been recently reacquired, which is cool.
How did you lose it?
I just forgot the password, honestly.
Now it's in my head.
Well, so
It's a
what
long
is it?
and
Is it all,
treacherous
flooded?
I think Instagram is like flooded_PA. I think Twitter is
Twitter's
just
the
flooded
same.
PA.
Okay.
And then Facebook obviously is flooded. And we also have Bandcamp. It's like iamflooded.bandcamp. And that's where we have our releases at. But
How about the name?
Flooded?
Yeah, what is flooded?
Okay, so Matt and I were actually driving one night. It was raining. And like I lived like in a back road, like basically in a swamp in Greek Castle.
Is it a lot like this place?
It's even more remote than this place.
like right by the creek.
Yeah, we're right by there. But anyway, it was raining real hard, and I just like had this idea in my head. I was like, "Oh, flooded. That sounds cool." You know.
Cool.
Yeah, and that was the one that I really like felt right. Like I had like 3 or 4 different names that I was like conceptualizing. I was like, "God, there's something about this," but flooded just like clicked to me initially.
Okay. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, thank you.